Hey guys, it's Alistair here for BLS Riding Vanilla. Going to show you my Madolche deck list, a version that I've been running. I entered a tournament yesterday, didn't do as well as I had hoped. I'll get to that at the end. And I'll also say a few changes that I would make at the end, or another build I'm thinking about trying. So, you've got the free mandatory Madeline, Stratos. Gets free stuff, often gets warnings, but gets affected bottomless. 2 Butler Rush, 2's good, it's 2k beat stick when you get, most of the time when you get him out with the field spell. Better than running Terraforming. Triple Mew, because Mew is going to basically be a bit like a tour guide for you. It's going to get your pudding sets out and it can get you into easier seeds. Double pudding cess, because running one is too few. Because you need, yes, you can get to it with Madeline, but D Prison is very popular at the moment, so 2 works well. And then I do run the tour guide engine because it speeds the deck up, it's a bit of protection here. If you've got a bit of a naff hand start off in your open tour guide, it's a solid opening, and it doesn't really clog the deck too much. Triple Chateau, because it's absolutely busted. Bouncing cards to hand, crashing stuff, bouncing to hand. 2 MST. Would have quite liked 3 at points yesterday. Double pot. Yeah. Staples. The only extra staple I possibly would have considered running is a mind control. Moves stuff out of the way quite easily, and 2s and 3s, lots of in the deck, and lots of people run 2s and 3s. Okay, onto the traps. Triple D Prison, 3 people off when you pull out that third one. No one's expecting it. It's good. Double Mirror Force. Didn't get any wind up matches, thankfully. Even the last time I had 4. Stops big OTK plays. Double Compulse. I'm not a massive fan of this card at the moment. I often just had to compulse stuff that they could just resummon next turn, sadly. Double Bottomless, standard. Double Warning, proper good, summon negation stuff. Double Safe Zone, get on the pudding cess, good store card. Didn't really perform yesterday, sadly. Double Road, amazing. If you want to play Road, and if you go 10 plus traps, I'd recommend Double Road any day. And then the OTK button. Extra deck, Chimera Tech, because you don't really need to side too much in this deck, so you can fit it in. And then 2 Stardust. For the freeze, you got Tempo, Giga Brilliant, which someone said take it out, but I actually went into it once, which actually beefs up your monsters quite nicely. Leviathan, Acid Golem, which had an Zodia match 3rd round, and this card tried to keep my health low, but it just no. Zodia, just not good for this deck. Souls of the Mountain, nice in theory, but didn't actually end up going into it. Muse Rhythm, I like to go into this over Acid Golem if it's not pushing for game. And then Zen Mains, which I went into the most. The 4s. Utopia, it's alright, went into it once. Maestro, went into it fair amount. Didn't go into this at all, but in testing, it's amazing. Wouldn't not run it. This thought on competitive, got over 2 Reapers. He had 2 Reapers on the field, and I got that out, and he couldn't stop it. It was good. And then assigned to Gozen, so it's a good option for if that happens. Side deck, 2 Snowman. I'm absolutely in love with this card at the moment. It's fantastic. Thinking about getting supers just because it stops so many decks. The extra MST. I went into it a couple of times. Didn't really need it too much though. Nobleman. Whenever I sided it in, I got it, and it was helpful. Helped me push the game. Double system down. Didn't get any machines, but they were knocking around. Just didn't get the matchup. Chain Disappearance. I think it works against wind-ups. Stop that Magician. Slows him down fair amount. It's good. Wild Tornado. good against so many matchups. Anything that's got siding fissures is worthwhile. One decree. Sadly, the only time I put it in, it got MSC'd straight away. And then the Neil's Healing. You got double Gozen because everything but the Tour Guide and Sangana is Earth in the deck. Put it in once against the Agents, which may sound a bit weird, but he ran stuff like Trooper, and it worked. But I didn't draw a single trap against the Agent matchup, which the deck isn't going to survive without. And double Shadow Mirror and a single Light Mirror. I maybe wouldn't run a Light Mirror again. Put it in against Agents, obviously, but didn't get to any traps. But yeah, like I said, what I did, I went 3-3, beating Chaos, Lava Swarm, something else. I can't remember. End up losing to Exodia, which really sucked. I knew the guy, I knew he was running it, sat down next to me. I just knew I couldn't. It was going to be impossible to win near enough. Got Agents, which didn't draw a single trap, which was sad because it was a feature match, so would have been really nice to have won that. And finally, I was at 3-2 at this point. Didn't really care. I got a really good mate of mine, and ended up losing to him. And he was playing Black Wings, and I was just playing very casually. Having a good laugh. He topped Dad with 3 engraved. We just had a bit of laugh about it. Doesn't really matter. Things I might possibly change in the deck is I would adjust the Tour Guides. Maybe try Giant Rats. Giant Rats go straight to Pudding Cess. I know you got one in the grave then, but big deal. You can play around the build a bit. Think about putting them all in there. There's plenty of stuff you can try out with the deck. It's quite toolbox at the moment, as long as you don't want to keep the grave empty. And if you do want to keep the grave empty, you can run some of the Madolche traps, which I don't think are worth running currently, or ever probably. But next set, this deck's going to get insanely good. But I'm not infused with the deck, so I don't know how long I'm going to play it for. Anyway, yeah, thanks James for letting me post on this channel. If you guys like this, I'll bring you some more of my more unique decks that I like to run. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, if you've made it this far. See you later, hopefully.